The Bahamas, through its National Emergency Management Agency, or NEMA, is once again partnering with the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, or SEDEMA, to host a comprehensive disaster management regional conference later this year. SEDEMA is the regional intergovernmental agency for disaster management in the Caribbean community, CARICOM. Officials from NEMA and SEDEMA signed a memorandum of understanding last evening at the Melia Resort to signal their commitment to the parley. Representatives from 18 member states will attend the conference set for December 4th through 9th. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, the Honorable Peter Turnquest, reflected on the impact of natural disasters such as hurricanes and improvement to mitigate future damage.
The Bahamas is now building the communications infrastructure to deal with disaster management. We will be piloting through an IDB project a mass emergency alert system so that we can communicate with our citizens, residents, and visitors more effectively during emergencies. Throughout the region, given the changing dynamics of climate change, we must review our building codes. Indeed, the revision of building codes and the enforcement of these codes must be the difference between life and death in a disaster. And we've seen this in our own experience after Matthew, where on our coastlines we have seen complete devastation as a result of individuals not following the building codes or inadequate building codes.
A new feature to the event is a 5K charity run that officials are partnering with Rotary clubs to host. NEMA head Captain Stephen Russell reflected on the partnership with SEDEMA, while Executive Director of SEDEMA Ronald Jackson talked about the Caribbean Assessment Report, which will be released at the conference. He addressed some of the topics that will be discussed at the regional meeting.
When Montserrat and Belize were impacted, teams from the Defense Force they went to assist with the repair programs. So it reciprocate the efforts through the SEDEMA mechanism. After Hurricane Andrew in '92, Florida in '99, SEDEMA through the mechanism sent teams to the Bahamas. After Jamaica was impacted by Hurricane Gilbert in 1980, the Defense Force through the diaspora here from Jamaica, we transported supplies to Jamaica.
I think this conference is aimed at bringing us back to an understanding that the critical impact of climate change on the region is going to be in the area of disaster risk and environmental health emergencies, population displacement from coastal areas. And so the conference is going to be focusing on a number of those issues.